Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites Whiskey Reviews with a Gaming Twist. I'm your host, Clifton, and today is almost my birthday. Actually, yesterday was my birthday. It's always hard to get it timed perfectly for a stream. I think last year we ended up doing it like a couple days before, but today I am celebrating my 32nd birthday with you guys. So I thought tonight I was just going to drink through some of my favorite pours that I have in my collection. Maybe later on invite some folks on to come join me for the stream and drink with me. But yeah, it's going to be a total casual stream. Not like my normal ones, not as structured. But I'm looking forward to hanging with you guys. So, like I said, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 whiskeys in front of me. If somehow we go through those, then I'll open it up to suggestions for my shelf behind me to decide what I drink next. But I think Cliffy will show up before 9 drinks. Is all I gotta say. I'm gonna do it in an hour too, so let's see what's possible. Of course, we're gonna have our after party for Patreon and Bite Club members at the end of this stream, like we do every Thursday night. If you're curious about that, visit bourbonbites.com. Check out our Bourbon Megabyte tier, which is the tier that gets you access to all the fun things. You can also join for a lower tier and get access to our movie night. So. Just recently did a revamp of all of my Patreon stuff, or Bite Club. I keep getting confused, so most of you know, but I just launched a website very recently, bourbonbites.com, and there's a way to be a member there where actually more of your funds actually go to support me than Patreon. So I'm keeping both of them. You can join wherever you feel most comfortable, but I'm calling the website the Bite Club. Anyways, there's so many different tiers. You get so many cool perks. Check out the newest update. I think you guys are going to like what you're going to get for your money. So... But today, enough about you. Today's about me. I'm just kidding. I'll say hello to a few folks here in the chat. Christine Vasco, it's been a minute. Hope you are doing well, Christine. Good to see you. That was like an hour ago, so I don't know if she's still here. Coincidence and nonsense. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Tony Bag of Donuts with a super chat already. Tony, you don't have to do that. But thank you. The Cliffy Bus birthday bash. You know what? Actually, I was looking for my Cliffy Bus shirt before the stream, but I couldn't find the one I wanted to wear, so I ended up just wearing something relevant for the channel. But I do have Cliffy Bus merch on my website. I just uploaded a new design there, so that's a lot of fun. I need to buy me some more. Bradley says happy birthday. Thank you. Doug, good to see you. Brandon, good to see you as well. If y'all missed it, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, Brandon came over and we tried a bunch of E.H. Taylor products, including the Barrel Proof and the Barrel Proof Rye, thanks to our friend Tony in the chat. So check out the stream if you missed it, but it was a ton of fun. Hope to have him over again soon. Speaking of Saturday streams, I'm actually going to be joining Baker Drinks this Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We sent each other some samples, so I'm looking forward to joining them. I have been on their channel once before, but it was not for a full stream. It was just kind of for a segment. So really looking forward to hanging with those two. But yeah, should be a good time. I'll post a link on Discord once that is close to going live. Let's see who else is here. Thank you for the birthday wish, Doug. Top Dog is here. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hope you are doing well. Zofer is here. Zofer is amazing, and he helped me amplify my dinner last night by a little bit of a Venmo gift. So thank you, Zofer. I posted the photos on Discord of what I was able to get because of his generosity. So cheers to you. Donnie is awake but late. All good. Be right. Oh no, he was here for a solid 30 seconds. Zover said, I love being 32. Definitely had a lot of fun that year. Well, I'm hoping. Listen. I've been kind of feeling like, I've been saying this for a couple years. I feel like in my 30s, I'm living life like most people live in their 20s. Like, that sounds weird. But it's like, I was like, in my 20s, I was still living in South Carolina. I feel like I didn't really do too much. I was very, introverted, which I still am. But I feel like my 30s, I'm doing so much traveling. I am going out, just fun stuff like that, drinking great bourbon. So I kind of feel like my 30s, I feel a little bit like I'm in my 20s, if that makes sense. I have the maturity. I use the 20s to build up the maturity, but I need to let loose a little bit, especially on my birthday live stream. So that's what we're doing tonight. Steve is here. Steve, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you. Michael's here as well. Good evening and happy birthday to our esteemed. I wouldn't go that far, but thank you. Adam Free is here as well. All right, we got a great crowd tonight. So I'm gonna start now. If y'all know me, y'all know I love higher proof whiskeys. So almost everything I have in front of me is cask strength. So I need to start with something that's not. Um, Maybe I want to start with that. Actually, I think I want to start. I want to start with this one. So this bottle I've had for a while. I think I reviewed it on a stream relatively recently. If not, it was just something I had when friends were over. But this is the first bottle I was ever able to get of Rock Hill Farms. Of course, same mash bill as Blanton's, but I've done a blind where I think actually Brandon did this with me. We blinded like Elmer T. Lee, Rock Hill Farms, Blanton's, the full like equal mash bill options, and Rock Hill Farms came out on top. So for me, that beats Blanton's, that beats Elmer T. Lee. For me, Rock Hill Farms, especially at 100 proof, is my jam. So I'm gonna start with that. It's a good place to start. Love the decanter as well. Also, I say it's like a fun fact because like my hometown is called Rock Hill. No relation to Rock Hill Farms, but I just think it's kind of funny. So it's a little bit more special for me because of that. Brandon said, didn't I get you that bottle or maybe a different one? I don't know. I have two of them, so I can't remember if you got me this one or the second one. At some point, I know for sure you got me one of the bottles, but I don't know where the other one came from. It's been years, to be honest. Doug says, oh, Matthew Parks is hanging with me, and I have the keyboard. Matt says, happy birthday. Oh, well, hope you were doing well, Matt. Good to see y'all. By the way, I mentioned at the top, but like I'm gonna open up the StreamYard here soon. So feel free to pop on and say hello if you guys are up for it. So for me, I want to warm up too. As I said, I started having fun in my 30s. Before it was all school and work and no play. I wouldn't say there's no play for me, but it definitely was like, I don't know. I feel like I've learned. I don't know how that's too. I'm not gonna get like all sappy, but I just feel like I've been able to live the life I want to live now that I'm out in California and I can be on my own. And I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I feel like my 30s. Like I moved out here in 2018, so I was late 20s, and finally, of course, COVID knocked a few years off of that. But here we are, 32. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's a good year. I love even numbers, so maybe that's a good sign. Oh man, this is good. I mean, I'm a big fan of this mash bill from Buffalo Trace. I think I've had the chance to try Blanton straight from the barrel, which is the same mash bill, delicious at higher proof. This is probably the closest I'm going to get to that. At least it's not even that this is accessible. It's just significantly more accessible than straight from the barrel. But I do have one of those bottles on the way soon. I pre-ordered it at K&L, so looking forward to trying it soon. West Coast, best coast. That's how I feel too. I started having more fun 3 years ago when I semi-retired. Hey, there you go. I mean, I feel that. My mom retired at the end of last year, so she's still trying to find her ground, find her things to do while she's retired. She does a lot of puzzles, and yeah. So I know it probably takes some getting used to, but yeah, I look forward to those days. I actually thought about it. I'm actually halfway to retirement, basically, because I mean, like retirement's like 65, like officially, like with government benefits and stuff. So I'm at 32, so this year will be halfway for me. So got half my life to go again. That's a lot. Or double my life, not half my life, double my life. No, not double my life. What am I doing? Why am I mathing on a bourbon stream? From the moment I was born to right now, I got to do that again, and then I'll be retirement age. Here we go. Aaron's in the chat. Whiskey Pear, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hope you are doing well. By the way, I might be able to convince Justin about the technical support. For those who don't know, I think we mentioned on our last hangout, Aaron says he has a solve for some of my internet connection wonkiness. Y'all have noticed it in the stream. Sometimes the audio cuts out, sometimes the video cuts out. So he thinks he has a solve. So it's just a matter of getting Justin enough to trust him, because Justin works from home. So it's like he's very particular about disruptions and like things that might mess it up. Which I understand. So, but we'll talk soon. Tony, again, happy birthday. A great present would be hitting the like button and subscribing. Absolutely, you guys. Listen, I don't ask for much. But you see that little button on your screen down there? You see it. It looks like that. If you hit it, and there's a button right below it that says subscribe. Do it. You'll find me here every Thursday, almost every Thursday. We tend to have a good time. So, Tom is in the chat. What's up, Tom? Good to see you. I want to stop and say hello before heading to bed. I work in the morning. Oh, all good. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. Good to see you. get some sleep, and yeah, I always look forward to your post on Facebook. So cheers, my friend. Tony with all the accounts. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for my first pour. This is the Rock Hill Farms. Cheers and happy birthday to me. Oh yeah, I haven't had this in a minute. You know, the weird thing is like the first like flavor note I got was like a smokiness, which is something I don't typically get with Buffalo Trace, and it's the first bourbon I've had today. So it's like I'm wondering what brought that out because I'm not used to getting that note on a especially Buffalo Trace. But it had a bit of like a not like peat, but like char, like a toasted barrel note. Yeah, it's still there on the second sip. Not as obvious because I've kind of adjusted to the proof right now. But it's interesting because I don't remember getting like a char note on these products. So I'm wondering if maybe this was like depends on the location in the warehouse because yes, they're the same mash bill, but they're aged different lengths, they're aged different locations. Maybe it's at like a higher tier where it gets a lot warmer. The oak saturates it a bit more, but that's delicious. That's a great place to start. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna open up the StreamYard for folks. Now, you guys gotta do me a favor to get access to the link. You guys gotta go to the link down in the description below to my Discord and join the Discord. It's posted in the lounge. I just posted it. If you want the link, if you want to join me, just click that button. You only have to click it once, or you click join. Just come up with the username. That's where you'll find the link. I want to make something. I want to gamify it so I can get more of you on Discord. But if you don't know, my Discord server is a great community. Most of the folks you see here in the chat are part of it. We have different rooms where we share different pours we're having. We share different food, different travel experiences, just as a good community of friends. So if you've not yet joined it, definitely check it out. Like I said, there's a link to it down in the description below. Maybe I'll open it up to the general public shortly after. But yeah, if you guys want to hop on at any point just to have a pour, to chat, let's go for it. But even if not, I got plenty to drink. So Prescription Bourbon says, happy late birthday. Thank you so much. Glad you're here. Brandon said, should we do Battle of the Single Barrels? 2 bottles of Blanton's, 2 bottles of Rock Hill, and 2 bottles of Taylor. That's a good point. I didn't even think about this being a single barrel. So it's like are we looking for like consistency? Like which one has the most consistency and which one's like the most difference? I don't know. That could be fun. Just seeing the differences between single barrels. Let's think on it, Brandon. I mean, you know you're always welcome to to a stream. Yeah, so this was a wonderful place to start. I can't wait to move on up in proof. But before we get crazy, I'm gonna actually go ahead and pour a second glass of the other mash bill. So this is my last bottle of Weller 107, one of my favorite. I mean, if this was readily available, this would be my go-to pour. This is a Frugal McDougal pick based out of the Carolinas / Tennessee. They have 2 stores. Yeah, this is old. It's one of the screw tops though, so it's not super old. But yeah, I've been kind of holding on to this one because I just enjoy it so much, and I don't want the bottle to end, but I know it has to someday. And you have to drink your whiskey. Yeah, it's okay to hold certain ones for certain occasions, but I got to remind myself all the time, like you're not guaranteed tomorrow, so enjoy your good stuff now. At least that's what I try to do. So if you've been in my house, you know most of my bottles are open. There's a few that I have sealed, not because I'm saving them for anything, but because I might want to trade them for something later. But yeah, I open like literally the moment I walk in the door when I buy a new bottle, I open I open it up and try it. So I am not one to keep bottles closed around here. Brandon said, "Did you hide that from me? I didn't see it." No, it was in the closet. It was like on the back shelf of my like secret little overflow shelf. HD says, how many bottles? Well, right tonight I got 9 in front of me total. I haven't counted. I counted when I was moving, and it was like over 275. I think I lost count, or I don't remember. Now I've drank through a lot of them since then. That was several years ago, or a year and a half ago when I moved to this location. So yeah, 200 to 300 probably. But I'm working my way through them, trying to slow down on the buying. But I did just spend $325 today buying some bottles that I'm really excited to try. So you guys will be seeing them soon on the channel. They are both bourbon and some scotches. So I'm excited for those. Especially there's one in particular I'm really excited about, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spoil it. You just got to subscribe and come back to see that. Josh is here. Good evening, all. Cheers. Well, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers to you. I just poured myself some Weller 107, a store pick from many years ago, and man, you know what's funny is like I don't even like Weller Special Reserve. Like honestly, like to the point where I will like actively choose something else to drink, even if it's the same price. To me, it's low proof. It's not my jam. But 107, when you get it at that proof, I always feel like 107 to like 115 is my perfect proof point. If I had to like pick an everyday bourbon, obviously I love cask strength, but if I had to pick, my choice of like what my go-to flavor profile is, it's between 107 and 115. But I do love some higher ones, like this one that we might be drinking a little bit later, coming in at 138.7 proof. So we'll see if we make it that far. We'll see how far we get in this stream before Cliffy passes out. Donnie says, I open most new stuff and share with the store owners. Yeah, I don't do that. I would love to. I just don't quite have that relationship with my local stores. I'd love to get to that point, but I do. I mean, they recognize me. Like I'm especially because they just opened a new store in Culver City, which is close to where I'm at. So most of the folks are new, but there are some people that came over from the Hollywood store. So some of them recognize me, others don't. But I'm trying to show up every now and then, show them that I am a good customer, a loyal customer. Not loyal. I say that as if I didn't just go to Total Wine the other day and like buy some other stuff. But you know what? For cool releases of whiskey, they're the one to go to. Mark is here. Mark, good to see you. Been a while, my friend. Hope you were doing well. The new bottles wouldn't happen to be a K&L pre-order. One of mine just came in. I didn't pre-order it, but it went live today or recently. Are we talking about the Compass box? I did buy that one. I'm very excited for that one. I think that might be what you're talking about. I'm not sure though. What about new riff year? I do have some new riff. I have the Backsetter Rye, the Backsetter Bourbon. I have the new 8-year Rye. I tried the 8-year Bourbon from Brandon. Yeah, I like new riff. I don't buy it often enough, but I do enjoy it. Cheers, Whiskey Uncensored. I didn't see him in the chat, but cheers. I didn't. Sorry, I missed your message. Oh, 8-year. Yeah. So I have had it. We didn't stream that, did we, Brandon? I think we just tried it. I think you brought your bottle over and I brought mine over. I think we just tasted it before the stream. So that would be fun. Did you leave me a sample of that, Brandon? I feel like you did. If so, I'll do a comparison soon to compare those two. I do love the 8-year Rye. Donnie said, I frequent a smaller store and built a relationship over the years. Adam knows and does the same at another store. Emily's here. Good to see you, Emily. Hope you're doing well. There's Whiskey Uncensored. Okay, I knew he was somewhere. Although Tony likes to call out people that are lurking. I've done that before. Like I'll be in the background listening to a stream, and then like Tony will say, "Hey, Clifton," and I'm like, "What?" And then the person on the stream says, "Oh, Clifton's here." I'm like, "Wait, what? How did you know?" But yeah. Just taste it. I don't know if I did. I can get you one though. Yeah, I'll check later. But yeah, I didn't realize that we didn't stream it. That'd be fun. I'm not there yet either. Yeah, but you're not there with what? Wait, what? I probably lost. Listen, my brain is going 100 miles an hour during these streams. Oh, there you go. I won that Compass Box first batch in a silent auction, and I can't wait to blind sample the two together. Oh, I've heard stories about that first batch. I know fetched for almost like a 1K at some point. I don't know if this is gonna like compare to that. For those of you that don't know, which is most of you, our local store K&L Wine and Spirits did a special blend with Compass Box. Two different. Well, it's the same blend. They have two different labels of it, and they basically describe it as a sherry, a peated sherry, and not like a sherry bomb, but like. I don't remember the name of the distilleries that are involved, but it is some very old whiskey. We're talking like over 20 years old for most of it. I'm very, very excited. The bottle was 185, so not cheap, but like, how often do you get to try 100 or 20-year-old 100-year-old Scotch? No, 20-year-old Scotch. So I'm very, very excited to give it a try. All right, so let's keep it moving. I did I try the 107? Shoot, I'm losing track already. Yeah, I did. It doesn't have the smokiness that I got on the Rock Hill Farms. To me, that had like a unique charred oak note. This was way more sweet, way more desserty, but at 107 proof, I like it a lot more. It's a little too sweet. Like now that I haven't had it in a few years, like going back to it, it does feel a little sweet, but I'm a huge fan of it. I wish I could get it more regularly, for sure. But we got some more whiskey to drink. Um, I guess I'll drop the link here in the chat too because no no one's joined from Discord yet. But you guys are welcome to pop on the screen at some point and say hello. No pressure, but there's the StreamYard link. I try to get everyone to go over to Discord, but my efforts failed. But yeah, but feel free to pop on at any point and say hello. All right, let's move on. What are we drinking now? All right, working our way up. No, you know what? I got one more bourbon before I start moving on. I mean, I have more bourbons. Don't get me wrong, but I have one more bourbon before I want to start getting into the cask strength. And this one is one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for a while. I just went to the distillery last year for the first time. Got a chance to buy a couple more bottles of it. People have opinions on it, but like my opinion, I love a rye whiskey and I love a finished rye whiskey. Rye whiskey is like my favorite whiskey to try a finished version of, even more than bourbon. So this, of course, is a Midwinter's Night Dram from High West. I almost said Compass Box. I was still thinking about that. This is an older release. This is an Act 8 Scene 2, I believe. Yeah, it's starting to fade. I've had this bottle for a while. 49.3% ABV, 98.6 proof. Now they do finish it in a sherry. No, is it port or sherry? Shoot, I should probably know this. French oak port barrels. There we go. I was like, port is very sweet, so it's definitely port. And I do love a sweeter whiskey. Oh, not their opening bottles with store owners. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'd love to be. I like that idea. There was a store near me when I lived in Glendale that the guy was super friendly. Like every time I came in, he recognized me and like he knew I was going to go to the bourbon section. And it's just like a friendly older dude. And the only thing is, like, I feel like he didn't really know or care as much about whiskey. They had a great bourbon selection, but yeah, he didn't really like. I tried to ask like, have you ever done any store picks? And I don't think he necessarily realized what that was, or he at least didn't. He didn't really seem like something that he would consider doing. But I tried to make that happen, so I got A for effort, right? But yeah, K&L, they already have all their connections. They don't need me to be their whiskey friend. But I always love a chance to try some things in the back room. Or wait, that sounds weird. You know what I mean? Like you try some things under the counter. We know, we've all done it. We've all wanted to do it. Anyways, Redwood Empire, Screaming Titan. I've not had that one. I do love me some Redwood Empire. Actually, I just I had the chance to buy some, and it was a bottle that I couldn't remember if I had bought before. It's their bottle and bond, either the rye or the bourbon. I forget what it was named, but I didn't pick it up because I couldn't remember if I've tried it before. So I was like, I'll come back to that. It's available, so I'll come back to it. But I do love Redwood Empire. Tell me about that one. What is Screaming Titan? I'm very curious. Michael says, I completely agree. Rye's finish better. Bourbons usually get too sweet when finished, in my humble opinion. Totally. I mean, I just think to me that the rye takes on the flavors so well because ryes are spicy and like bready and like I would say a lighter flavor than bourbon. Not that they're light by any means, but it's like you take that and you combine it with like a really rich finish, whether it's a sherry or a port or tequila cask. I don't know, but I think it would take on the flavors of that and complement the rye grain very, very well. Doug, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Happy 32nd birthday, Clifton. I'm donating the dollars. Matt says he's donating the cents. I love it. 32. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I wish I was turning 9.99. I'm just kidding. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for donating. I realized as I was saying that like, this is not coming out right. Hopefully you guys got what I meant. Zofer says definitely have more wine interest in California stores here. So yeah, I don't always find as much interest in whiskeys in stores. Yeah, I imagine if I lived in Kentucky or Tennessee or even Texas, there's probably a lot more whiskey enthusiasts. But yeah, listen, there's sometimes an advantage to having a store where the owner doesn't know much about whiskey because sometimes they'll put things out at retail that would probably sell instantly if people knew it was there. So I did take advantage of a few. I mean, nothing was like underpriced, but like there were things on the shelf that I was like, that's just sitting there. Like, why? But no, I'm not going to call it the store or to say, but yeah, it was a good little spot. I guess people call it like a honey hole, right? Which we shouldn't be saying honey hole with that previous description of the back room and under the counter. But all right, let's Noah's Midwinter's Night Dram. I need to pick up the pace. We're halfway through. We got more whiskey to drink. We've only tried 3 so far. Oh yes, especially these older batches of Midwinter Night Dram. I mean, the whiskey. I think back then they were using a lot more MGP rye or Indiana rye. Now they're using a bit more of their own distillate. It's always been a blend, but now they're using more of their own distillate. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of Indiana rye, so I'm like, not that I don't praise them for making their own stuff. I do, but I do miss some of the Indiana rye influence that it has. I snatched some deals for this reason. See, you know what it's about. Artfully Bourbon. Cheers, Scott. Thank you for stopping in. I saw you in Perry's chat, but I don't know if we've met. So it's so great to meet you. Thank you for stopping. Jason Watson said, "Are you doing Matt Madness this year?" I don't think so. I've not been contacted about it. Not to say that I would say no. I'm just saying not that I'm aware, unless there's more mystery tasters that even I don't know about. But cheers. Yeah, I did all the training last year too. I did like 3 or 4 training streams, but it's all good. It's all good. I got plenty of whiskey to enjoy. Old Humble in chat. Cheers to chat and cheers to the host. Oh, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. I like that those folks are turning up. I should say it's my birthday every day and just have people show up, people that I've been missing. So good to see y'all. Thank y'all for stopping back in. It was a 16-year Barton and a 6 to 8 year MGP. Or are we talking Midwinter's Night Dram? Or did I miss something? I don't know. But it sounds good. All right, we gotta up the ante a bit. We gotta go up in proof. I have in front of me. No, we haven't. Man, it's almost like I planned this. I didn't. I just grabbed some fun bottles that I've been waiting to try for a while. So, we got another rye. Another one of my favorite bottles of last year. Or maybe it was a 23. It was a 23 release. They followed it up in 2024 with a version that I didn't like as much. They were both still really good. But this is the 10-year-old Overholt cast strength straight rye whiskey, coming in at 121 proof. Like I said, it is an autumn 2023 release, aged 10 years. This bottle, oh my gosh, probably my favorite rye I've tried, or my favorite new rye to me that I've tried in a long, long time. I'm very familiar with Old Overholt. I've had their bottle and bond. I've had even their 114. But never have I had it at cast strength. So it's really fun to try it. It's really flavorful. When you get rye to me is always tasted older than bourbon. So even if it's younger, it always, like, I mentally add a few years to it. A 10-year-old rye to me tastes like a 14-year-old bourbon with that much character. Yeah. I mean, it's rare to me that rye takes on that much of the cask influence. Now, I don't know the mash bill of this particularly. I don't know if they're even public about it. And I say it's a Kentucky style rye, but that doesn't really tell you anything. This is from Jim Beam, by the way. They might be. I don't know if they do that. Do we know the mash bill of Old Overholt? I don't know. Someone tell me. Man, love the nose on that. I'm going for a taste. Cheers. Oh my god, that is just. I mean, that's Jim Beam through and through. If you don't know, Jim Beam and Heaven Hill are my favorite Kentucky distilleries. I know, basic, but I don't care. I just love the stuff coming out of them. And Knob Creek is like absolutely one of my favorite bourbons, single barrels especially, and the 12 year especially. I've been buying as soon as I run out of the 12-year Knob Creek every year, every week. No, not every week, but like like every month or so. When I run out of the Knob Creek 12, I always get another bottle because that's just a staple on my shelf. I don't have it currently. I got the 10-year recently, the travel exclusive, which I reviewed last week. If you missed it, it was really freaking good. But yeah, I always keep the 12-year 100 proof on hand. Yes, so good. HD says Screaming Titan is a wheated 4-grain bourbon, 96 proof. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, so 4 grain. So I'm assuming it's corn, wheat, rye, and barley. 96 proof. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. I like I said, I like the stuff coming out of there. Yes, thank you, Emily, for dropping the link to Old Humble. Go check them out. Yes, Midwest Nigerian Rendezvous Rye that's finished basically. Yep, exactly. Tony said, "Never have I ever." I don't know. I don't know what that's in reference to. Maybe it's the under the counter stuff. Oops, what did I do? I somehow clicked a button that said share referral link. Sure, we'll share it just in the chat. If y'all want to join StreamYard, click my referral link that just posted. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Anyways, I love the stuff coming out of you. This is why I can't be on screen. Oh, okay. I see. Tony, yeah, that's probably a good point. I was like, Tony, you can join, and I was like, maybe Tony's best left. Twisted Tony's best left for the after party. Let's say that. Big Vic in the house. What's up? Cheers to you, my friend. Y'all go check out Big Vic's channel as well, or he's a guest on a lot of people's channel a lot of the time. So, really cool guy. So, all right. I think we're moving to we're in the cask strength territory already. We got 2 cask strength bourbons and 2 cask strength scotches. So we're gonna do the bourbons first. I need to clean out a glass though because I didn't bring it right over. It's fine. Anyways, reminder that I am opening up the StreamYard, so if anyone wants to join, feel free. I'll put the link in the chat again. That's what I was trying to do, by the way. I did it and I clicked share referral link. So, all right, we're gonna move to one of the cask strength bourbons. We're gonna move to. I skipped a rye. What do y'all think? Should I get another rye, or should I move on to bourbon? I'm happy either way, but there is a rye that I skipped that I really enjoy. Let me know in the chat. Currently enjoying Blue Note Juke Joint uncut. Oh, okay. I've had Blue Note Juke Joint. I've not had the cask strength. Interesting. I do remember liking that one, so I imagine at cask strength it's even better. Michael says, if you ever meander up this way and want to go to Redwood Empire, let me know. I'm about 15 minutes away from their new distillery on Mare Island. Nice. Did they build a new distillery? I didn't even know. I feel stupid not knowing where. Oh, you know what happened? I turned my keyboard off because I spilled something on it earlier. That's why I haven't been able to type anything. Man, that's what's been causing me stress for the past 5 minutes. I'm like, why is my keyboard not working? Mare Island. Okay. It's up. Okay. I've not been up that far. I went to San Francisco relatively recently. Yeah. I would love to visit. Yeah, I'll let you know. I would love to visit the distillery. Rye. Don't know what that's in reference to, but rye. Hell yeah. Funny you should mention cask strength. I've got a cask strength re-release coming up. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I've never had your whiskey on my channel. So if you ever wanted to come on as a guest, you're very welcome. I used to watch I would turn on the background streams of where you're just working and you're just had the video going. I would always turn this on in the background because I thought it was so cool to watch in on that. So they bought out Savage and Cook Distillery 3 months ago. Oh, very interesting. I did not know that. Huh. I will have to look into that. All right, we're moving to bourbon. We're doing it. This bottle is very special to me. It's a bottle that really made me fall in love with bourbon. It's a bottle that I've tried every release that they come out with for the past 3 or 4 years. That, of course, is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Now, this one is not just any Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is still my favorite batch of all time. Batch C918. This is my last bottle of this one. I bought several when it was in the stores back in 2018 because I knew I loved it so much, and I finally reached my last bottle. So I'm going to be opening it here tonight, and we're going to have a fresh pour of it for my birthday because there's no reason to hold on to it. Yes, I'll miss the memories of opening up this delicious bottle, but why not drink it, right? So if you missed it, this is the C918 from 2018, September 2018, 131.4 proof. I don't know what it is about this release, but I know it's not just me because Perry from This Is My Bourbon podcast also considers this his favorite electric egg, or at least at one point he did. I think it's just kind of funny that we both agreed on the same release as our favorite. Poured. Pour a little much, but it's okay. It's my birthday. I was bottling up this afternoon and had a power surge that knocked out my internet. Oh no! So the stream ended. Oh, that sucks. Listen. I've had people that have been watching me on this channel. I've been through a lot of shit that happens on my live streams. Fire alarms, literal exploding gas stations outside my window. Some of you may have remembered that one. That was a fun one. Drunk people out the window shouting. Gosh, what else have we had? You guys probably know more than me. We've had a lot of disruptions, but it's all part of live streaming. It's live TV, folks, right? Gosh, I've been doing the streams for like probably 5 years was 2020. I've been doing it way longer than that. 6 or 7 years. No, not every Thursday that whole time, but yeah, we've been through some stuff is all I gotta say. Stacy is here. Good to see you, Stacy. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the happy birthday wish. Unfortunately, Redwood Empire in Grayton doesn't have a tasting room. I tried to go last time. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that the new distillery would, or the new location they bought out. Juan is here. Juan, good to see you, man. I miss you. And that's all I'm gonna say. I miss you. I miss all of our local folks. That's why I posted. We have a local group Discord as well that's separate from my Bourbon Bites Discord. And I was like, the last meetup I hosted, and it was in October of last year. I'm like, come on, I miss you guys. So thankfully, there's one next weekend, so I'll get to meet Steve. I don't know if you'll be there, probably not, but if you can make it, check the Discord. Joe's here as well. Speaking of local group, Joe, I've been meaning to add you. We have a local whiskey group in Southern California, spanning from San Diego all the way up to basically LA. We meet every now and then, and we share some good pours. And I'd love to invite you to the group if that's something you're ever interested in. We're having a meetup on May 17th, which is a Saturday. Let me know if you're interested. I'll get you the details. But you're always invited. I was just thinking that. I was like, you know what? I don't know why. I don't know if I've invited you in the past or I've never invited you. I invited Zopher. Zopher's hung out with them before, and he's in San Diego. So, but you're welcome to join us. Also, check out Independent Joe's channel. Exploding gas station was classic. It really, man. So, summary was there's a police chase outside my window. The car sped into the gas station, skidded, and I looked outside because I heard all that, and I heard like a boom, and I looked, and I thought maybe I thought it was a car accident. I looked outside, and then all I see is the front of this car just flames shooting out of it. Like, thankfully it was far enough away from the gas pumps, but still, it was scary. And this was right across the street from where I lived. And I took my camera. I think I was during the live stream. I think I came to the camera and started live streaming. I was like, oh, this is like live TV. Like, what's gonna happen? Anyways, the car ended up bursting into flames, like really exploded, like just burnt to a crisp. Thankfully, I don't actually know. Thankfully, hopefully, no one was hurt. They ended up arresting someone, so that's why I say that no one was hurt. But yeah, that was some intense stuff, for real. Oh, the new place has a tasting room with food. I was just there about 3 hours ago. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Man, sounds great. Yeah, the word went out in January. I believe S&C was already doing some distilling for them. Very, very cool. Good to know. I'll definitely have to make my way up there soon because I've been wanting to visit. Like, I've never been north of San Francisco except for Seattle. I've been to Seattle. I'm actually going to Seattle in August. It's been a while. With the dad joke, Alfonso, just your average gas station barbecue. Trust me, I would not eat anything that came out of that gas station. That's all I gotta say about it. No offense, but like, it was one of those ones that like charges you like $7 for a drink because they don't have any prices on their products, which is super sketchy. and it just is a sketchy location. So not that I wish it would have burned down per se, but okay, I'll keep my thoughts to myself. Ooh, the whiskey is making me talk too much. Well, if you want to see me talk, I'm here every Thursday. Hit subscribe down below. I'd love to see you guys more regularly. I love the people showing up tonight. Thank y'all. It means a lot, seriously. Being my birthday and just hanging with you guys. I miss it. Oh yes. C918. What can I say about C918 Elijah Craig? I don't know how to taste it again. Man, it's like straight up licking a barrel, but in a really sexual way. Like it's that good. It's like such a rich. I mean, 131.4 proof. It's probably one of the most intense concentrated flavors I've had, and especially for Heaven Hill. Knowing that I love Heaven Hill's flavor profile, that like bakery baked good note, I always say that about. I literally every time I review a Heaven Hill product, I always say like a pie crust or like a baker, a fresh baked pastry, or like a fruit tart or something. I always get that note on Heaven Hill, which is why if I was in Map Madness, I would probably always guess Heaven Hill correctly. I could see that being a clip if I was competing, but you know what? I'm just a Heaven Hill fanboy. I've always loved their stuff, and this is probably okay. No, let me not say the best thing I've bought that's come out of Heaven Hill, because I have had some William Heaven Hill products that have been mind blowing. Never owned one, but I've definitely tried some. There's Matthew. Cheers, happy birthday! Thank you for stopping in. I mean, I know you're already here technically, but thank you. Hopefully you left a thumbs up while you're on your other account. Uh, let's see. I think I may try to have a whiskey palooza this fall. Keep your ears open. If I can pull it together, it'll be fun. Okay. Am I misremembering? Are you in North Carolina? I feel like I remember that you're in North Carolina, but I could be wrong about that. I'm from South Carolina, which is why I ask. Um, Brandon used to live in wine country back in the day. You and us need to go. Oh, that's cool. No, we've been meaning to. We visited Paso Robles and the Solvang area, like the what is it, Santa Ynez Valley? Yes. So they're like little micro winery places, even Temecula, very micro wine districts, but they're really good, especially Paso Robles. That's probably my favorite California wine has come from there. But I've always wanted to do a Napa or a Sonoma trip, so maybe in the near future. It's not that far away. You have a favorite ECB batch? Is that hard to believe? I mean, yes, I love them all. Like they're all like my babies. Is it like saying I have a favorite child? Is it? Oh God, I feel bad. Okay, but listen. I don't hold every batch to that standard because I realized 2018 was a whole different time. I mean, that was back when the 12-year age statement was on there regularly. And there's probably much older whiskey in there as well. So I don't expect every batch of Elijah Craig to compare with that. I mean, if just imagine if every time I reviewed an Elijah Craig barrel proof, I pulled this one out. But does it beat C918? That would be kind of funny. But yeah, I would not have enough of that because I reviewed every batch that I've gotten so far. I've reviewed the A125, I believe. I've not seen a B come out yet. It is 5. So there's a chance that a B525 might be showing up at my door here soon. I'm looking forward. I actually checked my mailbox this morning because I was like, there's a chance it's there, and if so, I'm gonna taste it tonight during the stream. If you and your significant other come up, I'll be a chauffeur at the wine country. I grew up in Napa and have friends in the wine industry. Dude, you don't have to ask me twice. Absolutely, would love to visit that area. So definitely. What time of year would you say is best? We don't necessarily need to go during like prime like picking or like harvest season, but like just in terms of like weather, beauty of the landscape, would love to know best time to go because I know it gets chilly up that way. So I'm a Southern California boy now. Even though I'm from South Carolina, I'm a Southern California boy. Texas. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was thinking North Carolina. You're right. That makes sense. Okay. Well, sorry I messed that up, but good to see you. Just outside of Houston. Yeah. Joe knows. All right. Sorry, I messed that up. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking North Carolina. I almost feel like there's another channel that was doing like a distillery, like a small, very very micro distillery, and they were in North Carolina, but I can't remember. Oh, it was something like it was like a church, like an old church in an old graveyard. shoot, I'm gonna think of if someone thinks of it before me. They're very, very small. I don't even know if they like distribute outside of the state, but it's called like Old Ghosts, something like that. Okay, anyways, moving on. 1920 is great. I'm assuming you're talking about the Old Forester 1920 or the year. The 1920s were a good time. I was not there, but I imagine. Anyways, no, yeah, Old Forester. I have mixed feelings for Old Forester. If you've been on the channel for a while, I do enjoy their rye quite a bit. Actually, their rye is one of my go-to cocktail ryes. I did like the new, was it 1924 that came out? I think it's overpriced, but I did really like it. I like the 1910, and I thought I would like the 1920 because I love cask strength whiskey, but for some reason that one just didn't quite hit the spot for me. But I know I'm in the minority there. I think everyone likes that one. So, Donner Pest, happy birthday! Thank you so much for stopping in. I almost said happy birthday to you too. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Fall. I thought you were asking me to fall. I'm like, I'm not that drunk yet, Brandon. That would be for the after party. Fall. Okay, good to know. Harvest season is so much fun, but it can definitely be a little crazy. Yeah, I can imagine. So, Michael said, I like the fall after crush, and the leaves are changing on the vines. Hills are getting green again, and tourists are scarce. Well, I do like that. Hills are getting green again, but the leaves are changing. Okay, so the leaves are changing to go like brown and like orange, but the vines are getting green again. Okay, I think I got it. I'm very intrigued. I definitely want to be there. To be fair, most of the world is just outside of Houston, including both Carolinas. I mean, listen, every time I fly over Texas, I'm like, God damn, the state is so big. Yeah, post-crush is a good time too. Definitely a bit calmer. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to talk more about that. Let's chat about it soon. You're a patron. You can join our after party. Yeah. So we got more drinks. I realize I only have about 10 minutes left, but I'm gonna finish off one of these earlier pours and drink some water. Emily always loves to remind us to drink water. I'm gonna finish one of the earlier pours. I think this was the Rock Hill Farms. Yeah, that was the Rock Hill Farms. I know because it tasted like Blanton's. I'm like, yeah, it's the same mash bill. Blanton's to me has a really unique, or that mash bill in general has a really unique taste, and I can always pull it out in the lineup. Again, if I was competing, I would probably pull it out pretty quickly. Wow, that's not a phrase. Don't repeat that phrase. Anyways, let's move on. One last bourbon to try, and then we're gonna try at least one scotch. I brought two scotch. Wow, we've made our way. We didn't have the rye that I skipped, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God. Didn't one of you guys say rye earlier? And I was like, why are you saying rye? I totally asked the chat, should I drink the rye or should I drink the bourbon? And you said rye, and I was like, why are you just saying rye, weirdo? Oh my God. Okay, wait. Before we get to the bourbon, we gotta try the rye because I'm a dumbass that totally missed that. I think it was Brandon, actually. All right. Anyways, one of my favorite ryes, my last bottle of it as well, Michter's Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel Rye, coming in at 54.3. Yes, 108.6 proof. Now, this is the 2020 release of this one. I have had the 2017 one that I absolutely loved. This was not as good, but it's still really good. I did. Okay, I know. I just realized. Yeah, wait. That's how my brain's working tonight. I'm not gonna. Brandon, you've tried this. I've not denied you this. It's literally been sitting on the shelf right there. You've been to my house at least 10 times while it's been sitting there. I may have said don't finish it, but I definitely didn't say don't try it. God, man, this is like, it's almost like after drinking all these different bourbons, this is almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Like it's like really rich, creamy peanut butter, but like natural peanut butter versus like I mean, not to say it's not all natural, but you know what I mean when you buy the natural version. At least on the nose. I'm gonna go taste it. Cheers. Oh my God. I'm thinking about this before I say it to make sure I don't say something inaccurate. No, I'll say it. I think Michter's Toasted Barrel Rye, especially at barrel strength, which it is, I think they're all barrel strength, is the best toasted American whiskey product I've ever had. It beats out all the toasted bourbons. It beats out all the other toasted ryes. to me, it just the flavor of Michter's rye combined with that toast, that extra toasting they do on the barrel. I mean, that's perfection. This is one of my favorite whiskeys. I'm sad that it's so low, but yeah, it's just oh my gosh, it's so good. Mm. I put out all bangers tonight. Let's be real. Everything is hitting the spot. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I'm getting more hyper and also a little more drunk because I'm trying all my favorite things. So why not? It's my birthday. Emerald Giant Rye Cashes. I actually have. I did a Redwood Empire stream probably a year ago, maybe. If you go on my channel and you search that, you can find where I've tried that because I've definitely had that one. Oh, visit down to Texas? Yeah, I haven't been to Texas. I'm actually planning. I would love to go back to Austin. I loved Austin when I visited a few years back. Um, yeah, great city. I've not been to Houston. I mean, I've been to like the airport in Houston. I've been to the airport in Dallas, but I feel that's not really the true experience. I would love to do a road trip just through Texas. Like I said, like you, I saw the comment earlier where you're like, yeah, I feel that every time drive across it. Yeah, I imagine. But on a vacation, maybe it's a little bit different. Oh, Austin is down the street. You know what? I get the location of Dallas and Houston confused in my head. Like if I'm looking at a map, I'm like, which one's which? So I didn't realize that. Okay, well, you know what, dude? Let's. I mean, it's not gonna be this year because I have so much travel planned this year. I'm actually going on a cruise in a week and a half. Um, but it'll probably be next year. But absolutely, would love to visit you guys down there. Or if you want to join a stream before then, happy to take samples at any point. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram or email contact@bourbonbites.com. I did that like it's gonna pop on the screen as if I could just have those powers. I don't, but it's contact@bourbonbites.com is my email address. I don't actually. I thought I was gonna have a little magic banner, but there's my Instagram, bourbonbites.com or @bourbonbites. Yeah. Check out the brand new bourbonbites.com and support the channel through merch, memberships, and more. Okay, sorry. Going through all my banners. All right. I'll find you on Insta. Okay, cheers, man. If I'm not following you, I apologize because I'm very familiar, but I'm just maybe just YouTube, not on Insta. But all right. Time. We got one more bourbon to try. Yeah, I teased this one earlier. This is George T. Stagg, 138.7 proof, 69.35. I think I looked this up, and this is a 2020. So someone look up that proof and let me know which batch this is. 138.7. I think actually this was one that there were two batches that were the same exact proof. This was most likely the newer one because this one definitely was after the 2019. 2019, I think, is when it was low proof, if I remember correctly. Remember there was that one George T. Stagg that was super low proof, not super low proof, lower proof than normal, and everyone like freaked out and they're like, this isn't the George T. Stagg I bought, you know. So, oh, thank you, Brandon. Oh, we got some competition here. Should we compare George T. Stagg? Brandon, you just don't want me to finish anything. I see what you're doing. I see what you're like. Wait, that's a stream idea. Don't drink it all, Brandon. There's plenty. Actually, so for real, for my actual birthday yesterday, I only had two bourbons. That's not to say I didn't drink a lot. I did. We went to go get sushi, and I had lots of sake, and we did cocktails too. But I had two bourbons on my actual birthday. One was Stagg Junior or Stagg, the bottle that Brandon found for me. Second was this one. I'm like, they were the last thing I drank that night. I woke up not feeling pretty great this morning, but I do not regret one bit drinking these on my birthday. So I'm just going to revisit that moment a little bit right now. Probably going to regret tonight too. I got to work in the morning, but it's Friday. Who cares? Oh, shoot. Damn. That proof is really... Honestly, I think I would rather drink this with ice, which is what I did last night. Don't get me wrong, I love a high proof bourbon, but I think I appreciate putting just one ice cube or like an ice ball, like the nice ice cubes, that with this whiskey and just like slowly letting it dilute and as I'm tasting throughout it. That's what I enjoy because I think tasting whiskey like chilled does reduce some of your ability to taste things, but I think the dilution that comes from it really expands on the flavors that are there. It's so concentrated, like just on taste alone. Don't get me wrong, it's delicious. I mean, I mean, it's one of the better things I've had. I still think I like Heaven Hill products better, but I mean, there's no doubt that this is a good bourbon. But I do like letting it open up a bit. I know some people add water. I prefer to just put it over ice and let it slowly dilute. That's my method. But oh, you're right. There wasn't a George T. Stagg in 2021. Okay, I remember that. That was weird, right? Remember? All right. There you go. You guys got it. Didn't they skip it? Yeah, y'all figured it out. I was gonna say I would bring my bottle, but I guess not. Wait, no, you can. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't judging you. Brandon, you're welcome anytime. I have a George T. Stagg problem. 116.9, it's delicious. People are whining. Yes, Adam, I've had it, and I really love it. I don't know why everyone. I mean, I guess we're all like we're especially with BTAC, we're like, okay, where's the proof? But I also have had the 2019, and it's delicious. Yes, agreed. But if I had a chance to get it versus a 138 proof one, I'm like, I might grab the 138 proof one. 3-ish hours from Dallas to Austin, or Dallas to Houston, or Houston to Austin. Oh, okay, all of that. Listen, the size of Texas just overwhelms me, so I freak out every time I'm near it. Remember, Iron Republic is 45 minutes north of Dallas, and Denison and San Antonio is 45 minutes south of Austin. To see Pee Wee's bike in the basement of the Alamo. Never would I have put those two concepts together. Pee Wee's bike in the basement of the Alamo. Okay, sure. I've always wanted to visit the Alamo, but never have I thought that like I want to go see. I'm assuming you're talking. Are you talking Pee Wee Herman, or like is this another Pee Wee? Because Pee Wee could be the name of like a Native American chief. I don't know. I don't know, but I assume you mean Pee Wee Herman. If so, that would be pretty cool. We just watched that as one of our movie nights. For those who don't know, I do a movie night for everyone, $5 on the Bike Club or Patreon. We watch a retro movie. This year, this time we're actually watching War Games. I think it'll be next Friday night. I've never watched it. I've never seen it, but it seems right up my alley with this channel. So if you are $5 and up on Patreon or bourbonbites.com, you get to join us for a watch party of that movie. I'm excited to watch it. You watched that movie last night? Oh, really? Wait, we're talking about Pee Wee. Oh, have I not watched it? Oh, is there a moment where he goes to Alamo? I don't. Yes, these guys made me watch it. These guys, I've never seen it. I've seen episodes of Pee Wee's Playhouse, but I've never seen the movie. These guys made me watch it. Was there a Alamo scene? Probably. Would you like to play a game? Are we talking Saw? I'm very confused. Emily's the reminder. You see, in the 1900s, there's an actor named Paul. I'm very familiar with him. I'm familiar with the character. I watched the movie once, but yeah, don't remember the Alamo. Get it? Okay. Anyways, moving on. War games. Yeah, let's do it. Good to hear. So there really wasn't a discussion. I kind of just picked it this time because normally I'm begging you guys for like what movie to watch like last minute, and like I put up a poll and like 2 of you vote. No offense. I appreciate you guys voting. But this one, no, I saw it. I was looking through movies that were on sale, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I've never seen that, but I definitely recognize the trailer. So like, it's perfect for this channel. Millennials. I guess I'm a younger millennial. I'm like on the very end. I think millennials end in 95, right? I think I'm a 93. I was born in 93, so not quite a full millennial. But sorry, I saw Donnie's comment. I was trying to move on and ignore it. Last minute, what about there's only 2 votes? Okay, no, that one I gave a full 24 hours. And I know y'all, I see y'all lurking on the Discord. Some of y'all were around and some of y'all didn't vote, is all I gotta say. Just kidding. Love you guys. Cliffy missed many movies. Yeah, so again, I was born in 93. I almost feel like I missed the 90s because like I have vague memories of the 90s. But you got to think like 1999 I was only 6 years old. So it's like that culture really didn't seep in. Even though I was a 90s baby, I consider myself a like my taste in like music and stuff is early 2000s. I do love some 90s movies though. But anyways, I missed all the 80s movies, which is like my whole aesthetic, obviously. Can't you tell? Also, can't you tell? But these guys have been helping me through it. They've been making recommendations. They've been, yeah, like things I would have never thought actually existed, or things that I never thought I would have liked. I have ended up liking. So I love this community and the Discord. Which, if you haven't joined, there's a link below. It's an awesome community. I promise you, you're gonna have fun. Even if you're not a Discord user, listen. I wasn't a Discord user before I. Okay, that's a lie. I was on the Discord. I was a baby Discord user when I made my own, but I'm so glad I did. It's so much better than having like a group chat or a Facebook group or any other versions of community. Discord is a community. So if you've not joined a Discord, not to say you have to join mine, but definitely look into Discord because there's some really great, just like, it just really, I don't know how to put this. God, Cliffy's here, by the way. Cliffy's my drunk name, if you didn't know. He is here. Anyways, I'm just saying it's a great community. Didn't Tim Burton direct? Did he? Oh, did not realize that. Jack Daniels 12. Nice. I actually might have a stream coming up soon with some Jack Daniels. So, we'll see about that very soon. But proud of you branching out into the 1900s. Oh, God. Listen, guys. I said listen, but I don't know what I'm going to say. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We're overtime. Okay. We got 2 scotches. Help me pick one. Or tell me both and I'll stay. We have a Highland Park single cask. Coming in 10 years old and 66.1% ABV. Yes, you read that right. That is extremely high proof for a Highland Park. Or, we have another old favorite of mine. Bunnahabhain, 12-year-old, 2022 cask strength, I think. Yeah, cask strength. Sherried Scotch. So do you want the Bunnahabhain or do you want the Highland Park? Okay, no. I know I said both, but listen. I'll save one for the after party, one for the stream. What do y'all want to see me review on the? I say review like any of these are serious reviews. Okay, well we'll start with the. I'm complaining. We'll do both. Real quick. The votes are tied, so I'll have to try both. This is the Bunnahabhain. Like I said, it is a sherried Scotch, no added color, non-chill filtered, 56.6% ABV. This one's been sitting on the back of my shelf. Really, I mean, like you said, this is my Scotch shelf. Well, it's not just Scotch; it's got some Irish too and some rum. But it's been sitting like way back there, ignored for at least a couple years. I've not had Bunnahabhain since then, so let me revisit it. I don't even know if I remember liking it. I think I did. Oh, just the nose alone, I think I'm gonna like it. Oh, God, it's so sweet. It smells so good. All right, cheers. Tony says slow down, but I'm overtime. So I'm trying to speed up. Cliffy's here. Cliffy is here. Yeah, Cliffy's here. Yeah. I'm noticing because I start losing an idea halfway through the thought, and I'm like, yeah, that's a Cliffy thing, a Cliffyism. That Bunna is great. Honestly, I couldn't quite remember if this was one I liked because I had 2 of these. I think one was 2022 and one was 2023. I finished the 2023 one first because I preferred the 22. So I was like, if I'm going to kill one, I'm going to kill the one that I like the least. So, God, this is so good. It's non-peated, but it's such a strong sherry influence. And I love, listen, my perfect trifecta of scotches. As someone that's a bourbon lover, that has slowly gained experience in scotch, my favorite scotches are 1, high proof. Doesn't have to be cask strength, but just higher proof than 80. 2, sherried or heavily wine cask influenced. Could be port, could be sherry. 3, I do love a good peat. Now this one's not peated, but I do love a peated To me, peated, sherried, cask strength Scotch is just perfection for me. So that's what I look for when I'm looking into Scotches. We know what happens when you, meaning me, drinks too fast. You're in the name Twisted Tea. Listen, I'm not quite Twisted Tea level. I'm Cliffy, but I'm not Twisted Tea. That's a whole nother. Like, if we had a spectrum of like drunkenness, it's like Clifton's here, Cliffy's here, and Twisted Tea is up here. So we got one more whiskey to drink. Let me do it real quick. It is the Highland Park single cask, number 5434, 10-year-old, 66.1. What is that? 166. 120, no, 132, no, more than that. Yeah, 132.2. That's almost as high proof as the George T. Stag. So excited for this. I've been saying that about everything I'm drinking tonight. It's a really good night. Listen, if you want to see more stuff like this, I don't drink all this good whiskey all the time. I drink some really crappy whiskey sometimes, but you know what? It's all for the show. I do it for the show. So honestly, there's some similarities to that in the Bunnahabhain. Probably explains why I bought both of them because they're the same. This is so sweet. It's so sherry. Oh, but there's that peat. There's that peat. So this one is a first fill European oak sherry butt. So this is peated. It's oaky. It's high proof. It is sherried. What a perfect one to end on. I didn't plan this order, but it actually worked out perfectly. I worked my way up from low proof to rye to cask strength bourbons to Scotch, and then finally ending on a peated Scotch. What an amazing journey. And we did it in just over an hour. I love you guys. You guys made this possible for your recommendations. 132 proof Scotch. I know. I also said but. It would have been a lot worse if we had Tony as part of this stream. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and start the after party on Discord. Appreciate that you being there. There's been quite a few folks here that I haven't seen in a while. Listen, you don't have to be here every week, but like if you could show up more often, that would be awesome. I'm no offense. Okay, that sounds bad, but I do appreciate. I love seeing you guys there. I love seeing you guys in the chat talking to each other. I've missed that level of interaction lately, so I'm so glad to see it tonight. Don't just come out for my birthday, you know, like I appreciate you guys showing. It's really a great community. And I'm not going to get emotional, but God, how could I have gotten through the past few years without this community? I can't even imagine. So thank you all for celebrating another birthday with me. I will probably do one next year. If I'm still doing this. I'll probably be. Everyone's quitting WhiskeyTube now, so I'm like, oh no, should I? No, just kidding. All right, cheers. I'll see y'all in the after party. For the rest of you, I will see you next Thursday. Not quite sure what we're doing yet, but I will figure it out soon after I recover from tonight. All right. Cheers, y'all. See y'all next week.